Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing that?
No.
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
We definitely are.
hey, girl. Hey,
Hey, boo.
how are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm alright. A little tired, but I'm hanging in there. How was your day, your weekend, your life? What's been going on?
Aside from something that I'm going to release later on, my weekend was okay. I
Okay.
saw my bestie's baby, who
Hey.
is gorgeous, but definitely likes her shit the way she likes her shit.
Oop.
She wants to be comfortable at all times. Thank
I know
you.
that's right.
Comfortable and fed. If
I know
she's
that's
not
right.
either one of those things, she will let you know.
Oh my goodness. So what sign is that? Cancer? She's a Cancer? When was
Yeah.
she born? Oh, okay.
Um, and then yeah, that was it. That was it for most of my weekend. How was yours?
It was good. I had the little battle of the besties on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a battle, but two of my best friends both had events or whatever that in the same damn day, overlapping times. So it was no way I could miss either one. So, what do we call him? Duncan?
No,
Yeah,
coffee.
coffee. Yep, get the code name. So Coffee started a business with a couple of his friends, and they had like their little first annual, not little, because I heard that sounds like shade when you say little something, but had the first annual uh family reunion type thing. Basically, it's like a big cookout. You come, it's games, you turn up, have fun, stuff like that. And it was really, really lit. It was just far as fuck. And then my other bestie, her son turned 6 and had his birthday party, so that's a big thing as well. And I was able to make both, and I'm looking like a good friend out in these streets. So
Yeah. I'm looking like a horrible friend because I didn't go to that cookout, but I did buy a ticket. So I
you
feel
did
like,
support in your way.
yeah, I feel like the money is what really counts.
Right,
So there you
facts. You're welcome. You are silly. Well, we are back in this motherfucker like we never left.
I have no idea what episode we're on.
45.
No, are we?
Yep.
Why was I going to say 47?
Oh, almost. gotta be
Well,
gotta be slower than that. And I'm Dice, and we need to figure out what episode we on.
Of the Chatty Patties.
Okay. So this week on episode 45, we are going to be talking about pick-me's. So I know that you faithful listeners have heard us mention it before in a couple of episodes in passing, but we haven't dedicated a whole episode to pick-me's. So I did some research because Shay was actually the one who got me hip to what the fuck a pick-me was. So I did some research, and for you listening who are like, what the fuck is a pick-me? I don't know what you're talking about. Got a couple definitions. I'm about to get you hip. So according to Urban Dictionary, if you like to get your sources cited there, a pygmy is a person who begs for the attention, acceptance, and approval of a certain group in different things that they say. In most cases, it's to attain the attention, acceptance, and approval of the opposite sex. So like a woman that's implying outright saying like pick me men instead of these other women because I'm a lit ass wife. I can be in the best situation, relationship, whatever you need, basically whatever you need me to be, I can be that, and I'm better than anybody else at doing that. So that's the definition that I research and gather from all the stuff that I saw. But I know Shay has been on the internets and has ran into some of these pick me's and pick me tweets. So is that definition off, or is about right, or
No, that's
what you
about
thinking?
right. But people go a little deeper. Pause.
Paul?
You know, they're at the end of the day, their actions, like you said, are just to get the attention of men. But some of the tweets and things that I saw, they had very specific examples. I don't know if I should start with those or not. Um, but basically, like one person said, a pick me is a chick who will go over and beyond for an undeserving man, one who's doing the bare minimum and expects the woman to contribute more in the relationship. No different than black men calling other black men simps. Most black people lack emotional maturity and communication skills, so we resort to name calling. I was like, oh.
Okay.
Someone else said it is a be his piece head ass bitch.
Oh shit. Hey, I've seen a couple of on like it was an article that I saw, and it was saying that like a couple of examples were like how you said the be his piece type bitch. They was like the ones that be like dress how you want to be addressed, sis. And the no man wants a woman who's everyone's had and passed around, sis. Like basically in a nutshell, it's these joints out here that are putting down other women while expressing their so-called good qualities or their distinctions from other women out here. So yeah, but I did see an article that it's a such thing as a pickies.
I saw those, but I didn't read them. So
You said I did not read them.
because it's not about them, not for me. But go ahead, tell me more.
So I was looking on theroot.com, and it says that the male version is called pickies, also known as, I laugh because they say also known as simps,
Yep.
or Mr. Nice Guys, or white knights, because they always coming in to try to save someone. And they're usually the ones that's online talking about chivalry is dead and all type of stuff like that. They also
But
are the
why is that
ones,
a picky?
but they were saying that not only just saying chivalry's dead, but like they go on to be like bragging, like, I got a job with no kids,
Oh,
and that kind of thing. Like,
those
how
niggas are the
girls,
worst.
right, girls don't love good guys and all this
Oh
other
yes.
stuff. Those ones, or the Drake ones that are like posting a picture of like some Louis Vuittons or something, and be like, I can't wait for me to get a wife so that I can shower her with these things, like them type of niggas. And so I definitely see a lot of them motherfuckers online as well. So we're not necessarily focusing on pickies, but I seen that article and was like, oh, so it ain't just women out here. All right, so pick me's, pick keys, but we about to be talking about pick me's today.
So originally, I felt like a pick me. What? So I'm going to talk about pick me's, but I'm going to talk about the flip side of it as well.
Okay.
Because originally, to me, a pick me was just someone who basically had to downplay other women in order to lift herself up.
Okay.
Like Ayesha Curry, when she was talking about, I guess I just like to keep my stuff covered up for my man, unlike you hoes. She didn't say it like that,
But
paraphrasing.
in a nutshell, that's what she said.
Right. But I think it's even somebody was saying it's even more than that. Like, for instance, like women who know that their dudes are abusive to their children, or don't talk to their children, or like don't like their children and stuff like that. Like, those are pick me's. Or like a woman who is okay dating a man that doesn't take care of his children because she agrees that his baby mama is a bitch. Like, somebody pointed that out, and I was like, that is a pick me, because I know personally I would never date a man with kids. But should I ever bump my fucking head and try that route, I could never be with a dude who didn't take care of his kids. I don't care if he was fucking married to, I don't know, fucking Tiffany Pollard, as y'all know, is New York. Like, or somebody that's just hella
Hella annoying.
right. You would just have to find a fucking way. Like, if you don't take care of your kids, you trash. And if
Right.
you are a woman dating a man and you're making excuses for him,
You just as bad as he is.
yeah,
You're adding to the problem.
right.
Like, you should be in his ear like, all right, babe, like, I get it. Like, she's trash, but like, just meet in a central location and get your damn kids. But yeah,
I
I
saw
can see it.
something though. The first thing I saw, it made me think of you. You want to hear what it says?
Uh-oh.
A black woman who refers to other black women as females is always a pick me. I said,
Well,
damn.
hey. But you know what's crazy is, like, when I was looking at some of this stuff, like, I was like, maybe I'm a pick me. Because nigga, like, it's like not necessarily for the, you gotta cater to your man, and not that type of shit, but like the one where, like, I saw where they explained it as women who want to be seen as, like, badly, not women who want to be seen different as other women, like, you know what I'm saying? So they're like constantly being like, oh no, I'm not like these other bitches. And I feel like I say that a lot, like,
You
because I
do.
because I feel like I'm not like these other bitches. So
Jesus.
so maybe, yeah.
I mean,
pick me.
no.
Well, I mean, I've already been picked, but no shade.
I was thinking about that because I saw the same thing, and I thought about you then too.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm about to be in this bitch. I'm about to give me a shirt and be like, pick me. Oops, I've already been picked. You bums.
Yo, Ayesha. Well, now I'll be advertising that one on my page.
No, but for real, like, when we had talked about it before, like most of the definitions, like you said, was basically like doing stuff and catering to dudes and doing whatever, bending over backwards, and like basically like what am I trying to say? Supporting all these sexist ass views and shit, that, and double standards and shit that, like, these hotel niggas be talking about. And it's like, yes, I can do that. Like, these women ain't shit either. Like me, I'm the lit one. And I'm like, nah, fuck no, I ain't no motherfucking pick me. But then when I started reading other definitions, I'm like, well, shit, if it mean all this, then move over, sis. I might be on the pick me boat. Shit.
So that's kind of the side that I was going to kind of discuss, because I'm in a few groups on Facebook, and I used to follow a few women that are funny as fuck, but I'm trying to figure out, like, where is the line for what a pick me is, because it seems like, excuse me, if you like men and you support them, you are a pick me. Like, period. I mean,
well, who made this up? Because it seemed like some hating ass bitches came up with this damn name.
I mean, I do feel like bitches who have to down other bitches to big themselves up are pick me's, but it's just like, for instance, like, okay, remember the whole thing that was going on social media about, like, women who didn't want to go to Applebee's on their first date or something like that? And so basically, like, on the pages that I was following, it was like, any bitch that says that they are cool with going to Applebee's on their first date, they a pick me. And in my mind, I was like, well, what the fuck? What if they like Applebee's? Personally, I don't. So
but
I'm just like, what if they really just fuck with Applebee's? Like, what if that's their favorite fucking restaurant?
Frequent certain establishments will make you want to. Like, god damn.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, what if they know the dude doesn't have
a lot of
money? So, like, Applebee's is what's in his budget, and I guess that's lowering your. I don't know.
So if you mess with somebody who ain't like on the same level as you, then you're a pick me, because like you're just like, I don't know, you're with a dude that's like.
So that's why I'm confused, because I feel like if you are okay with that for you, then that shouldn't be a problem. The problem becomes when you are okay with the Applebee's date and you feel like I should be okay with the Applebee's date. And if
Right.
I say I don't want fucking Applebee's, I'm gonna go to Ruth Chris, then you
You like, oh,
looking at
you
me like,
bougie
yeah,
bitches.
like you bitches need to be grateful somebody just want to take you out. That's when I feel like the pick me kicks in. But on these,
but why that sound like some shit I say?
I mean,
Be lucky somebody want to take y'all motherfuckers out.
but in these groups that I follow, people are not like that. It's very black and white. It's just like, oh, bitch, you like Applebee's, you would pick me. And I'm like, that's why I actually had to unfollow a couple of these chicks, because I was just like, you know, y'all funny and shit, and I'm sure one of these tweets gonna go viral, and I'll be able to get a little hee haw going on. But like, I can't agree. Like, that doesn't make sense. It's like, if you are a woman whose husband cheated on them and you decide to go back to him, they'll be like, oh, bitch, you a pick me.
It's a gang of them motherfuckers,
I was
man.
like, oh, so Beyonce's a pick me.
I'm about to say shit.
Yikes. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm kind of like, where is the line
I
drawn?
think people like have varying definitions. Like, people are making it for their argument. They're kind of like swaying to be including certain groups of women. Just, I don't know, because that's a broad as fucking spectrum of what this shit means. Like, to go from, you know, women who put down other women just so they can make themselves look more appealing to men, like basically like pick me, to like, bitch, if you like this shit, then you will pick me. Like, it's so fucking like I don't know.
This one chick, she said, like, she went into this whole thing, and I was like, okay, you're just feeling some kind of way about probably somebody specifically, because all the shit that you're talking about right now, I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Excuse me, listeners. Okay. So this girl says, a pick me, a black woman. Okay, no. Women who agree with black men's advice to black women, like they are also talking about them, are pick me's. They drag women who smoke, drink, or post on social media, always angry at said women and asking, why do these hoes always have men while God-fearing, respectful, modestly dressed women like me are alone? Weave is always a mess, can't quite get their natural together, don't wear makeup, but always had a wrong lipstick for their complexion, but drag women for wearing too much makeup and not being natural like them. I was like, I don't know if that's a pick me. Like, your makeup can be a fucking hot ass mess, and you actually not give a fuck about what other women are doing.
Facts.
So that's why I was like, y'all bitches are just
Making any
making
fucking
shit
thing.
up. Like,
Right.
I felt like that was hella personal. Like, okay, sis, who came for you? Well, fuck that makeup and weave. I don't understand.
Because you are all the way in your fucking feelings.
I think pick me's women are also, even if they don't come at other women, I just feel like women who let men take advantage of them or run all over them just to say that they have a man. Like,
oh yeah.
Or, and I personally think it's women who will not leave their situation when they're fucking hella unhappy, because to them it's better to be with someone,
be in a relationship
than to be alone. Those are my definitions.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. Yeah, I would agree, but I mean, by the internet standard, I'm definitely one listening to all of these damn definitions. But like, if it's just the hating on other bitches to make yourself feel better and always riding on a nigga side, and
so do you not think that you're hating on bitches when you say, like, I'm not like these other bitches?
No, I'm just talking about me. Like, I'm not like a lot of these bitches.
Like, how do you know?
I'm the ones that I know.
We have a lot in common.
Yeah. But I mean, you're more earthy. You care a lot more. I care, but you care a lot more. Like, I don't know. Like, even growing up,
I feel like you do care. You just don't express your feelings as much as me.
Okay. Well, niggas don't know that.
Now they do. Dice, I just exposed her.
Shocking news. Dice has been exposed on episode 45. This bitch cares. No, but I just, like, even growing up, like, felt like I don't know, like I just felt like I was different. Like I would see stuff that other girls was into and I wasn't into that shit that made other girls happy and was like, oh, this is bomb. I was like, that's so fucking like mindless. Like I'm not into that shit. So I've always just had this stance on like I'm just different. Like I'm sure that there's some other females out there
Oh,
that
you
are
just
my
said
twins.
female. That means you're
Yep,
picking.
female. Yep.
Mm.
I already said I was one. Shit. We've already come to that conclusion according to the internets that I'm one. But I mean,
But that's
I
what
have
I'm
my
saying. I
feelings.
don't also I That's what I'm saying. I think there's a fine line with some of these definitions because I don't feel like there's anything wrong with saying that you are not like most women you know in certain regards. For instance, a lot of chicks my age loved Bow Wow and B2K, and I never got into them. Like I
Mm-hmm.
never got into their music. I never did. So when like this dumbass millennial, whatever it's called, tour came out, I was just like, y'all bitches look foolish to be over here, like ready to throw y'all married ass panties to
Not
these
Mary
men
Panties.
who ain't been on the scene in like 15 years. Like, what are y'all doing? So does that make me a pick me? Because I was like, nah, bitch, can't relate. Because there are some things that
I
just,
mean, according to these definitions, yeah, because you putting down the bitches that do want to go and throw their Mary draws. So join the boat with me.
no, I'm not a fucking pick me though.
I mean, look, you just gotta accept it. Me and you are pick me's.
No, I refuse. I just don't fucking like B2K. Like, fuck y'all.
I mean, that's how I was explaining. I'm just different.
I don't like that definition then because
I mean, I
I'm
don't
not a pick
either.
me.
I don't like these loose ass definitions. I mean, if that's the case, like, bitch, if we ain't eating that root Chris every weekend, then we pick me's too. Like, so shit.
I don't
Like,
like Applebee's though.
I mean, I'm not here for them.
So, you know,
So here we are.
I mean,
You try to talk your way out of it.
because
Like,
I'm not
it
no
gotta
motherfucker
be.
pick me.
I honestly didn't think either. Like on the different topics that we talked about and we were mentioning pick me's, I was like, nah, I ain't no fucking pick me. Like them bitches is crazy. Like that's what they think. Like they all up another nigga ass just so that they can look better. Like, oh, like yeah, what do you need me to be? What are we liking this month or this week so that I can look appealing? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, nah, like that's some whack shit. Like I'm definitely not no pick me. But then when I started looking at the millions of definitions, I'm just like, well, shit. According to one of these 47,000 definitions.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's like 20 definitions and only like two or three apply, then I feel like just by math, it doesn't count.
Then
Excuse me
yeah, I'm
again.
with it then. Fuck it.
Chloe's in the
I,
background going the fuck in.
yeah, I hear. I was trying to ignore. She's like, yo, bitch, you a pick me.
Like,
Hey.
like, what the fuck?
You lying, ma. I did see this article though where it's was saying what zodiac signs are most likely to be pick me's.
Ooh, let me go. Let me go first.
What do you think? What do you think?
And I don't mean no disrespect, but Pisces women are the biggest motherfucking pick-me's I know. Every Pisces woman that have ever met has made excuses for they trifling ass niggas. Every single one. Every single fucking one. Y'all can call me on the phone if you want to talk about it. Because I am talking about you if you're a Pisces.
So the funny thing is that on the poll, 54% of the poll said that water signs are pick-me's, which is Pisces, Scorpios, and Cancers.
Yes.
Coming in second are air with 21%,
Yes.
and air are Libras, Aquariuses, and Geminis.
Yes.
But yes, water signs by a landslide.
So the funny thing is, I was like either a Pisces or a Scorpio.
And both of them.
And they're so yes, I'm in this bitch, dog, on everything that I fucking love. Every Scorpio woman that I have met has always acted like she was one of the guys. But then like it's here's the thing, when you are just like one of the guys, you don't have to keep saying it. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell when a woman just like, you know, just grew up, I don't know, maybe just raised by her dad or just around like brothers or or just gravitated more towards dudes, but
Mm-hmm.
aren't overdoing it. You know
You
what I'm
don't have to
saying?
keep saying every 2 minutes, like, I'm just
Right.
one of the fives, one of the guys.
Like if I'm thinking about you and thinking about like this particular Scorpio, although I got 5 more in the chamber that I could use for examples as fucking pick me's in this
Oh,
regard.
shit.
Like seriously. You don't like say it all the time. Like you
Right.
just kind of you're just you.
Right.
These bitches literally, I feel like every time you see them, they'll make it a point to let you know that they're not like these bitches. Like they're not one of these females. And it's just like, girl, please just go suck his dick so we can go on about our business because I don't care.
Your brother.
Like, let's go. So yes, I'm in Jesus, I feel amazing. Because I'm right.
The numbers don't
Who was
lie.
in third and fourth place then? Because you said water, air.
It was water, air. I just picked the first two. But I
Okay.
know after that was earth and then fire, but both of those were like really, really low numbers. So,
Okay. At least I was a really low number.
and I was at the bottom.
All right. I need receipts.
Okay, I can send you the link,
Thank
but it's on
you.
lipstickalley.com, just in case you thought
Oh
I was
Lord,
bullshitting.
lipstick. That's where I got some of my notes from. Lipstick Alley is a fun place. So from Lipstick Alley,
Mm-hmm.
I got this quote, and it made me think about Joe Budden has said it on his podcast. And remind me to speak
Mm-hmm.
about Joe Budden later on during tea time.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So this lady says, I find third wave feminism very confusing. People need to learn how to start thinking for themselves and not painting everything with the same brush because that's what everyone is doing / saying. Each situation needs to be looked at individually. It is hypocritical to claim that women don't stand up for each other and then turn around and call another woman names. We talk about looking out for other women and hearing our individual stories, but then say if you do X or Y, you're a fill in the blanks. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
third wavers need to get your shit together. It's getting messy. And that made me think about when Joe Budden was like, women don't really fuck with each other. Cause,
Mm.
cause it's true. Cause it's
Right.
like, if I don't do something the way that you think I should do something, then I'm a pick me.
Right.
Or if I'm a pick me, as y'all say, and you don't do something the way that I like, then you're a bitter bitch. And
Right.
it's like,
So
why
because I'm not you, I got to be everything in the book.
so to me, like, I am starting to kind of see like this fake feminism wave. Like it's like 1 minute we're free to do what we want to do, but if
Mm-hmm.
we what we want to do is be with a nigga, then we pick me. So it
Right.
seems like it's only okay for you to do what you want to do when you're, this is gonna sound bad, but when you're being a hoe.
Mm.
But then even when you're being a hoe, you
I'm
get
about to say.
criticized
I was gonna
because
say.
April Jones got 2 babies by Omarion, and now she fucking Lil Fizz, and everybody's criticizing her. But
Child,
to
look.
me, that sounds like a hot girl summer. But maybe I'm misinformed. So that's why I'm like, which one is it, sis? I'm confused. Y'all gotta fill me in. Cause Omarion don't seem to care. Every time a story break, that nigga posts a picture of him pop locking somewhere. It'd be
He
the
said,
touch video all over again.
a bitch.
So what gives, guys?
I know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, yeah. I'm not usually speechless, but yeah, like I agree. Like you can't in one breath say like, yeah, women, like we should be able to, do this, that, and the third, and then in the next breath, like, well, under these circumstances, because if you do it this way, then you are labeled as this, and oh, yeah, you can say what you want, but like it kind of looks like you're a pick me or you're a hoe or you're a whatever. So yeah, bitches can't win out this motherfucker.
So, did you come up with some examples of some famous pick me's that you know?
So yeah. So yes. So first I came up with a couple of men pick me's and then I have
Pickies.
pickies, sorry. And then
I'm going to disagree with them, but go ahead.
okay. So The one that I picked, so I picked one, and then like I saw two online that was kind of funny. So I picked Romeo. And I really think that Romeo is like cute, but I swear he is always posting these posts on Instagram about like, you see this beautiful spa right here. Yeah, I can't wait until I get my future wife. This is how I'm going to treat her, and I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. And this is how you should treat a lady, and blah blah. And I get it. He's going with the whole "my name is Romeo," so I'm like trying to be like romancing and shit. But like with these definitions that I'm seeing online, I
But
guess
is
he
he
will
putting
fall.
down other men in the process? All he's saying is he want a bitch to be in a spa
I
with him.
mean, according to these definitions, so am I. So, according to these
No, 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 no.
definitions, Romeo is.
No, we have 10 definitions and we only checked off 2 boxes. I'm not a pick me. I'd be damned. Y'all can suck my whole dick.
Well, then, Romeo, I guess you've been saved by Shay.
Thanks.
Because you're not a pick me. But
he
I still online.
is a thirst bot, though. He just wants to be in love.
Yeah,
so
super
badly.
bad. He wants to be in a relationship so bad.
He is doing things for the attention of women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Maybe. Haha.
And when he be on that show, he talks about like Romeo's a pick me. Take that back. Okay, a pick he.
Yeah. When he be trying to get with Angela, talking about how she should be treated and all that other stuff.
And then when she be talking to other people, he's always talking about kind of like comparing himself to that other person, like how he's better, basically.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So I seen online and it was kind of funny, and it was like basically some anthems for pick he's is Jagged Edge, He Can't Love You. Like that song. They was like that, and Joe's All the Things Your Man Won't Do.
That
and
Joe song for sure.
And they was like, that is like the freaking anthem. And
that's
it was like,
beat up favorite song.
PH Joe.
I know. I'm gonna send him a clip on Instagram as soon as we finish.
He gonna be like blocked. And then it was like Drake, basically all of his body of work. They say his body of work is like the pick me mission statement.
No, his body of work is just for bitches to buy his albums, because nothing that he does in real life exhibits pick me behavior. He's a hoe.
It doesn't follow up. Well, I don't know how Jagged Edge is. Them niggas sing kind of crazy. I was watching on Unsung.
Yeah,
kind of crazy. So I don't think them niggas is pickies.
And I was a huge Jagged Edge fan, so if you like listen to their albums, they definitely had songs where they were kicking bitches out the house. So again, I wouldn't say that, but Romeo for sure.
Yeah. So for female,
don't say that. I'm trying to get you so you only have like 2 boxes to check off.
So girl,
women,
lady,
yes, I'll take that.
Bitches,
I'll even take that. Fuck it.
So how's bitches? We're not going down this.
No, we can't, because just 2 weeks.
Is bitches and lady better than female? Like, I mean, you explained it to me, but I don't get it.
2 weeks ago, we was in here talking about black bitches with the nice hair, and we wasn't talking about the black bitches part. We was only talking about the nice hair part. So bitches don't care about being called bitches unless it's from, I don't know.
So I'm not offended if you call me a bitch. It's just don't call me no fucking female. All right. So these motherfucking lady bitches pick me. So I wasn't sure at first about Ayesha Curry. I was kind of on the fence because I would say she's pick me-ish and has pick me tendencies, but I don't know for sure if she is, but sometimes she displays that and comes off that way. And the other person is because I saw this tweet that she had put out, like I think like last year.
I think it's the same person I got, but go ahead.
Amara.
Yeah.
So, if y'all don't know who she is on Love and Hip Hop Miami, and she has like the beautiful dark skin. She has like this afro that she always wears that's up for debate if it's hers or not, but whatever. Mm-hmm. She tweeted a picture. No, it was on Instagram. It wasn't on Twitter. A picture of her like in the bathroom, like cleaning and shit. And basically the caption of her picture was, "A man's house is a reflection of the woman he's with. Food for thought. Being pretty is just a bonus with me.
And she can
And
suck my balls.
I was like, bitch, let me tell you something.
I'm not cleaning no nigga house.
Look at here. Like, look. If it's our house
that's one
and
thing.
we both live there, but if this is just my dude and I'm like coming over to your house to visit and I'm like, oh, your bathroom's dirty. Oh no. Like, you can't be my boyfriend and have no dirty bathroom. Let me clean it. Bitch. No.
And a bodycon dress at that, like, girl.
Yeah, definitely had on the tight fucking, like she was about to go to the Miami club.
Like
She
she's
was
about to sit on dick.
Look, that joint was just right under the cuff of her ass. And she was cleaning. Like, ma'am, like, you are looking like the fuck terrible. Like, you want all the guys like, yes, sis, that's what I'm, tell them. It's like them females that be on here like, I'm doing stuff just so the guys can clap it up. Like, that's the type of female I'm talking about. Like, yeah. Nah, bitch, you're wilding.
The women who, because you keep saying females, I'm just trying to save you.
I keep saying females?
You do.
Oh, damn.
The women who, and the fellas are going to be like, fuck out of here, Shay. But the women who keep telling other women to fuck their nigga every day are pick-me's.
Yeah.
Because, bitch, worry about your own. Worry about that puss. Don't worry about this
one. Dog, wear your shit out.
Like,
right. Fuck out of here.
Everybody don't want to have sex every day. Well, maybe every dude, but
not every female wants to have sex every goddamn day.
I listen. I love sex, and I don't want to have sex every day. Like,
no,
for what?
Like, so my shit can look like the fucking Red Sea in a couple years. Like, no.
Hey, yo, Mike Epps said on his little joint on Netflix that it looked like the little old weird nigga from Lord of the Rings.
I seen that. I was weak.
I just watched that shit today.
Dog, that nigga goofy as shit. He play too much. So who did you pick? I picked your person.
You did pick one of them. The other person that I chose was Remy Ma. Remy Ma is a pick-me.
Who? Explain.
Have you seen State of the Culture?
Yeah, I tried to watch all of them, but I just could not. So I've watched a couple of episodes.
She has defended, R. Kelly on that show. She has said that it's okay for a man to cheat if y'all not married, but y'all just in a relationship. Like,
really?
Yes.
This bitch is wild. I don't like Remy Ma. What?
I like Remy too, but like, I gotta call it spade a spade, because she definitely was like, I mean, if you ain't married, you single. If we have a conversation about being in a monogamous relationship, then monogamous is the key word.
But then I guess Pat Poose was out on these streets.
I mean, she also talked about like child support and basically like her not being with it. And that the child support conversation is always going to annoy me. So, yeah. I mean, she was actually my number one on the list.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I didn't know she was wild like that. I knew she had, just because of it being reported, she had made some kind of side-eye worthy statements, but I didn't know she was going in like that. Come on, Remy.
And I understand. I think a lot of it is rooted in the jail, because our judicial system is fucked up.
For sure.
But you are a grown-ass man, so don't put yourself in situations where you could end up in that system. And so if that means you have to pay child support so you don't go to jail, then that's just what it is. Otherwise, wear condoms, because they're much cheaper than children.
Facts, Ronnie.
But Remy Ma is just like, child support,
Yeah.
So she's number one in my opinion. And so I was talking to somebody at work about, the discussion we were going to have tonight. And I said, Remy Ma, and she was like, but you wouldn't say that in her face. And I was like, yes, I would. That bitch on paper, she can't do nothing to me till August.
I mean, she knocked that up a joint. That bitch obviously don't give a fuck. Bitch still assaulting motherfuckers, and then allegedly, and then put a fucking post on Instagram like, countdown to freedom. I said, this bitch don't give a fuck. Let me post my baby. Like, she don't give a fuck.
Well, I guess I was being spicy, because I was like, I mean, that bitch on paper. So yeah, I would tell her she'd pick me. That's probably why the other girl's not coming back to the show. She's probably sick of it.
She said, look, I can't. Between her and Joe, I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that show. First of all, I couldn't get past the bad visuals. Like, why is your camera not clear? Like, revolt, Diddy, where's your money? Like, I'm sure y'all could have did this on the iPhone, it would have been clear. Like, I don't understand. So I couldn't get past that. And the times that I did kind of sit, I was like, all right, y'all belong me. Like, I don't
just
know.
felt like everything they talked about on there, they talk about on Joe Budden's podcast. So that's all I got. You got anything else?
Nope, that's the only ones that I have.
Okay. TNTV time or whatever.
Oh, so let's see, where do we want to start? Did you watch Girls Cruise?
I did, and I wanted to say,
I have so much to say.
this show is so random.
Facts.
You said it looked random, but I was like, I'm gonna just watch it. And I stayed up. I was tired as hell last night and watched it. And I was just like, I mean, it's positive, so I'm gonna keep watching it because I gotta balance this ratchet shit out.
Right.
But like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are we doing?
Bitch, first of all, I'm going to continue to watch it because I love Little Kim. So I'm going to watch it. Like you say, it's positive. It ain't going to be like bitches working and like ignorant shit. But bruh, first of all, this cast. Let's just speak on that.
So fucking random, yo.
So fucking random.
Like, what?
So you have Little Kim. This is her shit, basically, and she's organizing this girls trip. And then she has Maya Chili, a girl named Tiffany, who Little Kim grew up with and known her since she was a kid. Then it's a guy named Shar, who is her male best friend, that is Marc Jacobs' boo, which I didn't know.
No, Marc Jacobs' best friend. He's Tiffany's fiance.
Wait a minute, no, I thought Marc Jacobs was messing with the dude.
I thought that was Tiffany's fiance.
I need to go. Look,
I'm about to Google
because
this shit.
I definitely, because when the dude Shar was like, you know, when people find out who I'm messing with, it's like they kind of start acting differently towards me. And so I was like, oh, nigga, because what's her name? B Simone was like, oh, can I get a motherfucking watch?
No, yeah, I was correct. Tiffany is engaged to the guy, Shar, and he was just saying.
So he's not gay?
No.
All right. Let me move right on along before we get shut down. So B Simone is also on this show.
Jesus.
So you might know her from Instagram, and she on Wildin' Out. And then some random ass joint called Pretty V.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was.
I don't know if she's like maybe like I know in the explanation of the cast, like Little Kim was saying that they became close online. So I'm assuming like maybe she's like an online comedian or something like that or so. But let me say something. So basically, in a nutshell, what this is, because from the commercials, you couldn't tell like what the fuck this show was going to be about.
I was wrong.
What?
Shar is not her fiance. So I guess he is engaged to Marc Jacobs.
Yeah, because I remember
with Marc Jacobs.
Yeah, because I remember when he was talking, he introduced himself as something like B Simone was acting like a hood rat. I was like, oh, let me get a watch there, bitch.
Oh yes, they're all the way together. They kissing in the picture and everything.
That's why I was like, that nigga not get shit. Well, my shit is all off.
I missed all that. Okay, I'm sorry.
You was tired. It was late.
It was.
So basically, it is like a reality show about a 10-day cruise or vacay that Little Kim is putting on for like bonding with her close friends.
I mean, so we could just make a show when we go on vacation.
Child, look.
Like,
but this is the thing. So they're going, the cruise is going to go to Barbados, Tobago, and then end in Trinidad. No, it's not going to end in Trinidad. I don't know, but it's also going to Trinidad. Anyway, so these are my initial thoughts on this show. And I was jotting them down as I was watching because I was just like, what the fuck? Maya's body. Yes.
Maya, period. She is so fucking pretty.
Ooh.
Oh, you don't think so?
I've never.
Oh, I think she is so gorgeous. She is
I've
pretty.
always thought that her fucking body is everything. And the fact that years later, her shit is still fucking snatched and flawless. I'm like, bitch.
I think she's pretty. And I think she hasn't aged. Like,
yo, not at all. Like, the bitch literally looked like it was still when she was out here singing with Cisco. So it's all about you.
All
Like she
right.
no, that's not shade. Like she literally has aged really, really good. Like in her body, it's everything. Definitely saw that. I was like, bitch, you look good. Chili's annoying. And
Yo,
it's only episode fucking 1.
I wanted to save her for last because I have more thoughts on that.
Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and move on. This bitch Pretty V and B Simone look like some fucking groupies on this show. They
Oh my
literally
God.
are the only motherfuckers on this whole big ass cruise ship that have to share a room. It seems like
she said they were 13 bedrooms, so I was confused by that.
on why the fuck they got the kitty room. It's like it's literally like Chili, Kim, and Maya are the main cast members, and the rest of these niggas is like Kelly and Michelle. Because I'm so fucking confused. Like, bitch, I'm confused because literally, why you put them in a room with 2 beds? Like, what?
Yeah, I didn't.
So, and they was coming off like group was like, oh my God, it's Chili. Oh my God, it's my bitch. Like, I was just, yeah, they was just coming off like, I don't know.
I don't know them personally, obviously.
Right.
So if they act like that all the time, then great.
Mm-hmm.
But it seemed like a lot.
A whole lot.
And I just kept asking myself, like, because I've seen B Simone in that show that I sent you the clip of, and she acts like that on the show.
So maybe that's her real personality.
So I'm like, maybe that's her real personality, but it just seems like so much.
And then the other girl is more than her.
And Chili. Oh my God, yes.
So it's like you contrast those 2 big, loud, colorful personalities, and the other fucking 4 or 5 people is like mellow yellow, and you just like, bitch, what? Y'all looking so. I'm confused, but yeah, I mean, I'm gonna still watch it because, like you said, it's a positive thing, and she's bringing girls together because she wants to bond with people she feel like she wants to get to know on a deeper level, and they're gonna have like little bonding stuff along the way. So I'm intrigued. I'm gonna continue to watch it. But Chili,
okay, girl,
annoyed me.
Totally understand if you don't want to drink. That's right. Super fine. Right. But why are you turning your fucking nose up at Maya because she's taking a shot off somebody's stomach?
I fucking peeped that shit. She was like, I mean, I know how to turn up, but as soon as you fucking somebody doing something to turn, it's not like she even licked the nigga. Like, she literally just took the shot glass, like, off
and that was it. I was just like, girl, like, if you were going to act like this, you should have stayed at home with your coconut water and kale because this is too much.
And then you took a shot of water and had to do it with a straw. Like, bitch, come on. Like,
my thing too, like when they were making the coconut water or coconut drink, and he was like, I'm gonna add some sugar to it. She's no, I can't have sugar. And I was just like, girl, not even on vacation. You can't have juice on vacation. And I don't know everybody's fitness goals, but it just seems like
drastic.
For 10 days,
so
you
everything
could relax.
Was so hyper just crazy about, like, it came off like that. Like, even when like Kim put the condom in the lubricant, like, you know, trying to be funny, like, hey, it's some cute niggas on here. Right. She's like, I take my celibacy as very serious, and I'm celibate because of God. Girl.
But in the preview,
girl, you was definitely twerking it down for.
I was like, okay, so which one, girl? Which one
so I mean, what you gonna do? But she was just coming off, which sucks because, like, as a kid, like, I liked Chili. She wasn't my favorite, but like, I liked all of them in TLC, and I'm just like, yo, this is how you are. But when she said that she had lost a soulmate, girl, I was gonna ask you, bitch, who do you think it is? Like, Usher, Floyd Mayweather, like
Usher.
You think it's Usher?
I really don't.
Like, she's messed with a lot of niggas. Like, she used to mess with Wayne Brady. Her baby daddy is Dallas Austin. She messed with Floyd Mayweather. She messed with some football dude. L.A. Reid on the low, apparently. Like, you know, they said that she was creeping with that nigga. And I heard low-key she was messing with Andre 3000. Like, back in the day. So, like, Usher? You think that was her soulmate?
I mean, she's gone on some show and said that Usher was the love of her life before.
For real?
Yeah. So...
I was thinking Floyd.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
He don't give me soulmate vibes.
He don't either. He gave me fuckboy vibes. But the reason, but she said she lost him because she was just tired of all the stuff. And so I was like, maybe it was Floyd because he be on some dumb shit. But maybe it was Usher because they was in each other videos and all in love and shit.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so I'm reading an article. This is back in 2013. She says Usher was her first real love. And then from an article just this year, it says that TLC's Chili posted a message about soulmates and tagged Usher.
Oh, he was tagged in it?
Yeah.
Then why the fuck was B Simone like, who was you talking about? Because I follow you. And she's like, I'm not naming no names. Well, bitch, if you tagged him.
She took it off her Instagram, but the internet caught it.
Child, look, you tried it.
Yeah.
Ooh, wait. These are my confessions.
That young dick got her sprung like 20 years later, child.
That daggone hurt pain.
Oh. And allegedly.
He's definitely about to get canceled.
And we are too small of a podcast for that.
For that.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. My bad, y'all. So, moving on to the next show so we don't get in trouble. Oh, so in the middle of Girl Cruise, they show like the little trailer for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. So I was going to write this shit off and not even fucking look at it, but I think these niggas might have me around for one more season. Because I want to see what's going on between Fizz and April. I want to see who this white dude is with this luxurious hair. Like, I want to see why the fuck Princess looking like she crying, talking about Ray J is thirsty for attention and she not on the show and he can have that shit. I thought neither one of them were going to be on the show, but I've been seeing him on all the promo pictures. I thought he was like kind of not executive producing, but I thought he was like the main person on the cast. So you got me another season. Thank you. Your trailer did what it needs to do. Lil Fizz talking about if you don't believe it's real, you ain't gotta watch. That shit make me want to watch, nigga. To tell me that I don't even need to watch this shit. I'm like, well, just because of that Fizz, I'm about to watch this shit. Gonna tell me what to fucking do. So yeah, I think it comes on in August. I think they said.
Yeah.
So I'll be watching and probably be reporting about that by myself because I know you ain't watching that shit.
I will start off. I started off watching this season of the
Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. And so what I will do is the reunion shows, because if August is when the other one comes on, then that means the reunions for the Atlanta one have to be coming out soon. And
yeah, the season finale was just this week.
Oh, who knew? So me, if I watch the reunions, then I'll know everything I need to know about what happened this season. But I watched
not really because they be showing just the fuck shit. But yeah,
ma'am, I watched a couple episodes. I watched like 5.
For real? Of Atlanta?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I stopped bringing it up because I was like, this bitch ain't watched this shit.
I didn't know that yesterday was the. Anywho, did you watch Real Housewives of Potomac?
I did. Spice Alones. I'm telling you, I told you when I first started catching up on this shit that I did not like Ashley. Why look, karma is biting her little young ass right now. Like everybody is digging
but
her
she's
shit.
Pregnant by him, so like we know these things. So it's not.
Is she?
Yeah, she's about to have a baby. Like she's far along in the pregnancy now.
Oh, you talking about in real life? I was like, in the taping, she's not pregnant.
No. I'm just saying, like you know where the outcome lies.
And do you know it's with him?
Yeah.
Or did they get like a donor or some shit?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just curious because look, I am all for a spicy bitch on fucking reality shows. I actually like it because it makes the show funny. But don't be that spicy bitch throwing dirt in people's face. And then when it's time for you to get dirt thrown in your face, I can't talk about it. Oh, no. Why are you guys coming at me? Is this gang up on me? Blah, blah. Like, bitch, you literally have talked shit about almost anybody. And they flash back to most of this shit. Most recently, you was all going in on Karen. And then, like, bitch. Like, yeah.
I don't dislike Ashley, but I also didn't feel sorry for her either
Hell
watching the show,
fucking no.
because I felt like how the other women felt, like you stay with the mess, and now the mess has arrived at your doorstep, and now you know how it feels.
Right. Go ahead and clean this pile off your face and like give us a hug, bitch.
I
Like
think
welcome
this
to the
whole
crew.
season is that though, because last season she was talking about Monique drinking, not in regards to Monique getting pregnant, but just drinking in general. And now this season, Candace is like, well, bitch, how you trying to get pregnant if you drinking all the damn time? And so,
Right.
like,
That's the same.
it's literally karma. Like,
Mm-hmm.
this is the best fucking, like, example of karma. Because she was
Right.
talking about Monique with the drinking, and now drinking is a thing with her. She was talking about Karen's husband. Now her husband over here
Husband's
getting
all
sued
some
for
fuck
grabbing
shit.
booty.
Right.
Male booty.
She's like, well, we'll just wait and see what comes out.
Girl. So, I don't like Monique, and I never have.
I wasn't feeling her either, but I was like, I'm just gonna wait till she had this baby because maybe this is pregnancy, and I haven't been watching all the seasons, so I don't know how she was like previously. But like I wasn't feeling her this season, but I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna push her to the side as the pregnant joint.
I figured out why I don't like her though.
Why?
Because I feel like I would like her because she says she's real. Like she is real.
Mm-hmm.
But what it is she's like that nice nasty type of bitch, and I just want you to be either one. Like don't be fake as fuck. You know,
especially
what I'm saying?
if you're my friend, bitch.
Like she's always with the girls that she actually calls her friends. She's very nice nasty with them, and then with the ones that she doesn't like, she just throws shade. But sometimes it don't even make sense. Like I was on YouTube today and they were having a sit down with all the ladies about everything that happened in the last episode, and the topic was Ashley, and Ashley was pregnant and was saying like, oh, my feet are swollen, you know, and then like she threw a jab at Giselle, and I was like, you know,
like what are we talking
that
about
don't even
here?
have nothing to do with Giselle. And I love when the bitches just go back and forth with each other because it ain't my life. Get messy if you want. But it was just like, girl, you are steam pressed. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay. It's
like
okay.
You're reaching. Definitely reaching.
Yeah. And then every time she does something, she comes back and she's like, you know, I apologize because, you know, and my husband, he was very disappointed in me for doing that. So really, it seems like
you just don't want to look bad.
Exactly. And that's what, and I figured that shit out today. It's like, I really feel like you are a fucking mean girl, but your husband be checking your ass. So then you got to come back and bite your tongue.
Be behind the scenes, be like, don't be on this shit looking all ratchet and crazy. And don't be the one that's all like jumping up. Like you could, you know, state your opinion, but don't be the crazy one starting those shit. So her be coming out and shit. She be like, shit, let me fucking reel that shit back and apologize because then my husband gonna be like, you can't be on the show no more because you making me look bad. Hell
like she was about, I'm a drag you. Like, sis, you're 8 months pregnant.
She was like, well, drag me then. Come on over here, Monique. Ooh, I drag this bitch. Come on, bro. Your tummy will hit me before your arms. Like, you're about to pop.
And is.
She was like literally at the end of her pregnancy, man. Like, I need you to stop. Like, chill out.
It just hit me. She's been on the show now for like 3 seasons. And I could never figure out, like, it was just something about her I didn't like. And I literally just figured that shit out today. So, over her.
For sure. And daggone, even though I like her, Giselle's a messy bitch. Dog, she really was like trying to like not take responsibility that she was the one who brought up that whole shit and thought it was Robin. And Robin's like, the bitch Ashley is mad at me. Like, I shouldn't be fucking bringing up stuff. And like, everybody's forgetting that, bitch, you're the one. Like, you brought it up and was like, all right, Robin, like, maybe we should tell her. Like, yeah, I agree. Like, we should have pulled her to the side to tell her. But, like, you the one who put me on the spot. And I would have been looking hella dumb. Like, all right, not right now. And niggas like, well, what are you talking about? What's going on? Like, bitch, you put me on the spot. Just I was like, you know what? I guess I have to own my shit. Like, bitch, you knew. You fucking knew.
I was like, typical Virgo shit. Look at that.
Stirring a pot.
The thing, though, about Ashley's issue with Robin, I feel like it doesn't even fucking matter because let's say Robin didn't bring it up until like later on. Let's say like during that episode when Candace was going off at the dinner table and she brought it up, Robin didn't say anything. And, you know, now in this episode that just passed, she said something. I feel like Ashley would be like, well, if you heard it, why you didn't say something at the table? Like, I really don't think
Either way, she would have been
exactly
taking an L.
Yeah, I don't really think it has anything to do with that. I think her ass knows that her dude is bisexual, and that when he gets drunk, he gets loose.
The real him comes out.
Right. The end. And it's just like, I feel like all the ladies know that, and they just want her to come out and just be honest. Like, we got to open an arrangement or something, you know, like whatever
it seems off, because it's like her reactions to this shit isn't matching what's going on. Like, motherfuckers is asking you like what's going on, and you're like super nonchalant, like, oh well, you'll see, like, we can't really talk about it. And oh, are you alleging that you believe this? Like, I mean,
yes,
it's a fucking federal case on it, and it's the fucking staff that films this. Like, so
right.
I am a little bit believing it. I mean,
and it's not the first time he's been accused.
It's not the first time, and they've heard with their own ears him say something about sucking knobs. So it's like, all of this together is making me feel like it's real. And then her ass is just like, so like, no, he would never. And I love the girl, the real Katie, she was just like, I mean, well, is he gay? Like, she's so fucking blunt, and I love it, because she was like, well, bitch, look, does he? I mean, it's okay if he is. Like, but is he? She's like, no, absolutely not. Okay, I'm just saying, because if people have heard him say it, I mean, like, like, bitch, she's funny as fuck. She was like, just fucking say it already. But yeah, that episode was pretty good. I really want Candace to move the fuck out of her mother's shit.
I need her too.
So her mother is OC. Like,
I can't believe she's a psychologist.
Ooh. At all. Like, that bitch is look, I get it. Like, Candace does fly off the handle sometimes, and she is a little bit extra. But her mom is out of line, bro. And I just feel like her life would be so much better if her mom didn't have that little carrot to dangle to be like, well, bitch, all this shit I help you with, I'm paying for this house, or, you know, this is my house that you in, and blah. Like, look, get the fuck out her house, and you and your husband will be so much happier, because you wouldn't be disgruntled about this shit. But the fact that your fucking mother hit you in the face with a fucking purse in public,
what would you have done if your mom hit you in the face with a purse?
I would have wanted to hit her back, but I think I would have just walked away and probably wouldn't have spoke to her no more.
Is that okay? If your mother was younger, if your mother was her mother's age, and she did that,
I don't think I still would have fought. Like, okay. I've pushed my mom before as a teenager because she got in my face. Not like push, like, bitch, like, but just like, all right, back the fuck up. Like, all right, you're trying me. So I couldn't see me actually fighting my mom. But like, that relationship would be a reset. Like, especially since you're always nasty to me. You're always throwing stuff in my face. Like, I would just try my best to hurry up and get the fuck up out of that house. Whatever she needs to do, stack her coins. Obviously, it's not something that can be done quick. They need to stack some coins before they can leave. So I'm not saying burn no bridges and you be homeless. But though, me and Mom Dukes would not be talking for a grip, and going to a counseling session, it wouldn't have happened that soon. I'll tell you that. She better than me.
So yeah, unfortunately, my mama would probably have gotten mushed, because I think that if somebody, like, first of all, I haven't been in a fight in a long time. So like, I just know my first instinct would be to swing. And I think
that shit hurt. You know it hurt.
Right. And I think that only like mid swing, I would remember it was my mom and open my fist up to just open hand and mush her, because you cannot hit me.
Another grown woman in the face.
There are just two things I don't like. Please don't cuss at me in the middle of an argument. And please, like, don't hit me, because I'm just gonna lose it at that point.
But not only did she she didn't take the person, like, hit her on the shoulder or something like that, like in the face. In the face.
And like, no, I can't see it. If I was her mama's patient and I saw this show, I would want a new therapist.
I'd be like, let me talk to the dude y'all was talking to, because even he was peeping that you was wild.
She's abusive, like
for sure, verbally,
emotionally,
physically, like all the way around. Like this is your whole ass daughter.
That's why
like,
Candace be having them fucking temper tantrums like she's 12 years old.
They was right on the money. They was like, look, you got your built up frustration and you taking it out on everybody that's close to you, all your friends, your husband. Like when all this you want to let out on your damn mom, and it's like she's trying to hold it in and be respectful for her mom, and like you could tell she's like trying her best to like pick her words, and like I don't know, but all that shit got to come out eventually, and it's like spilling over into her relationship with her friends and her husband. So she need to fix that shit.
She needs to move.
Yeah, she need to get the fuck up out of the harbor.
Or maybe move into a condo in the harbor. You could still be there, just in a condo.
Yeah, move somewhere else.
Downsize. I don't know.
There's just don't be in your mama's shit.
Yeah. I'm not watching Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta anymore because it's the Bow Wow show, and I don't give
I'm behind on that.
Okay,
I keep forgetting about that.
Well,
I watched the first episode and I was like, I'm gonna keep watching because Dre is on it, and I definitely am behind.
Who's on there?
Drea.
Oh, R. Kelly's wife. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, she off already? Grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah. It's way too Bow Wow centered these days.
It always is. Like last season was that way too, and I was like, all right, we get it, but like, it was can we know about some other shit?
At least the girl was on there, Kiyomi or whatever. Yeah. Like now it's just him, and I don't care. And everything he says out his mouth sounds like Bow Wow challenge. Like,
dog,
I just feel like he's a liar.
I feel like the brat, even not being caught up, I feel like the brat as sister role tries to cover for him. And I feel like JD's just over this nigga because every time, like, especially last season, like, every time the brat will be telling JD about some shit that Bow Wow's doing, and you need to talk to your son, man. He just like, I mean, I guess I'll get around to it. Like, he look like he tired of his shit, but he tried to, like, bite his tongue and be like, look, nigga, you gotta get your shit together. Y'all looking stupid in these fucking streets.
Did you have anything else for TV time? Because this is the perfect transition into tea.
Ayana, but we can skip it.
I didn't watch it anyway.
Okay, cool.
JD, Jermaine Dupri, last week went on something. Mm-hmm. But he basically said that, you know, all the female rappers out there now are basically just like strippers making stripper music or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, that's what he said. And so the internet, you know, of course, came for him because there are actually a lot of rappers out right now. Like the women are taking over. And, I mean, all of them are not just out here talking about popping.
That nigga stuck in Atlanta. That's what it is. Maybe talking about the local Atlanta joints. And it ain't even, not even all the local Atlanta joints is talking about that. So. Mm-hmm.
And so I just want to point out that Jermaine Dupri once upon a time said that Beyonce was no Ashanti. And and he said that as a dig.
And wait a minute, where are they now?
Ashanti definitely had a run, like had the hits and all that.
Baby.
But he couldn't see what a lot of people, I guess, saw. So I didn't get all like worked up when I heard him say that because I was like, obviously, Jermaine Dupri is a fucking idiot. And
your eye for talent is
my
depleting.
Nigga, my child has me watching the rap game with her every season, and every season he picks the wrong person. Every season,
dog. I'd be like, yo, but this person, okay,
like, right. What are you?
It's your label.
And I never hear any songs from any of those people.
I don't know what these niggas is doing. It's just like making a band. Like you win, you make an album, and nobody hears from you again. It's just like, what happened? What happened? Except Danny Kane at Day 26 because they kind of made a couple albums. But
Danny Kane shit went off. But
for fucking sure.
It's like, I don't even know why y'all niggas getting that worked up because Jermaine Dupri's like, he's just stuck in like crisscrossed land. Like, he thinks it's 92 and it is not.
I just need him to come into the new times. Like, he's sounding like an old crusty uncle. Like, come on, JD.
Yeah.
Like, you're wilding.
Also, last week, there was some pod beef. So Joe Budden
Mm-hmm.
was sticking up for his rapper friend ASAP Rocky,
Mm-hmm.
who is stuck in jail over in
In Switzerland.
oh, okay, I was gonna say Sweden, but
Oh,
okay.
maybe it is Sweden.
I mean, same diff.
It starts with an S.
And a W. SW, so we're close.
Right.
Um and so he was upset that some people were not supporting ASAP Rocky's petition to get him out because ASAP Rocky said some things about how basically he don't know nothing about Black Lives Matter. He
Because
don't
that
live
ain't
that
his life.
shit. He live in Beverly Hills and he fucks model bitches and he wears designer clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So Crystal of The Read was one of the people that said that. And
Mm-hmm.
on Joe Budden's podcast, he said, that old bum ass, something ass bitch put it out there. And Rory was like, well, which one? And he was like, I'm not going to say her name. Don't worry about it. But he said something about a podcast. So people put two and two together.
So wait a minute. I saw when people were talking about that. But when I listened, I didn't hear him say bum ass bitch.
He did. I went because I hadn't listened to the podcast before all the drama popped up, and somebody timestamped that part. It's like 30 minutes in. He
And see,
definitely says that.
I remember the part because I actually watched it today, not even knowing that was the episode when he had said anything. So I was listening. I was like, oh, this must be what everybody was talking about, because what I heard, and I have to go back and see it. Oh yeah, because I watch it on YouTube, so I'll actually watch it. But they were like, I'm trying to remember. They were saying something like, they was like, well, they was like, a podcast, a couple dials down or something. Like, I didn't hear the bum bitch part.
He
like,
definitely did.
That's funny. I really want to go back now because that's funny shit. Because I was like, maybe it's on another episode then, because like I didn't hear.
Maybe they went back and edited, but when I listened to it right after looking at their tweets, it was in there. And then, like I said, even before then, somebody had already timestamped it and posted it on Twitter. He definitely called her a bum ass bitch. Rory was like, who you talking about?
And she was like, I'm not going to name no names, but yeah. I heard that part.
And he threw shots a couple of months ago during like the Roots picnic time frame, because the Read was supposed to go live there too, and they pulled out at the last minute, and there was never no explanation for it. But when they had an episode afterwards, he was throwing shots, and I peeped that shit then, but nobody ever brought it up. So I just was like, okay, maybe I'm just reading too much into it. But Crystal has, whenever, like before his podcast got real popular and Joe Budden was in the news for any fucking thing, Crystal always came for him. Like, she believes the allegations against him about like abusing women that he was with in the past and stuff like that. So she's not here for him. Right. So I'm sure he feels some kind of way, and that's probably where the animosity is.
Shit.
But I like both podcasts.
Yeah.
And apparently, if you like Joe Budden's podcast, you're a pick me.
Oh, well, damn, we got another box check. Because I like The Read, because that was like, The Read was actually the first podcast that I listened to.
Right.
And I love them. But I also like Joe Budden as well. Like,
I feel like The Read is what they weren't the first podcast, obviously, but they were like the Black podcast that like put Black podcasts on the map. You know what I mean?
People was like listening to it every fucking time. Like when they was dropping, it was like, oh, let me go ahead and put in my earphones at work.
What was so interesting was like the people on Twitter were on Joe Budden's side, but the people on Instagram were on Crystal's. And Twitter is funny, but Twitter is Niggaville. So it was like, this makes so much sense. Not to say that Instagram is like, oh, sophisticated, but like most people were like, I mean, if she doesn't want to sign a petition based on what the fuck ASAP Rocky said, like, I fucking get it. Like, I don't fucking live in Beverly Hills, nigga. I got bills. So Black Lives Matter, and hope your model bitches can get you out of jail. And that's really where Crystal was coming from. And she really didn't even go into anything. All she said was, I remember when ASAP Rocky said this, I have IKEA furniture in my apartment. I'm about to go watch Netflix. Like, basically saying, I don't live the life that you live either, so I'm not
Right. So
signing
I
the
can't help
petition.
you. Right.
And I feel like you're hella valid if that's how you feel.
I mean, but nobody has to. And then, like, the petition is like not to go to freaking that country. But if you don't frequent that country anyway, then okay, like
It's above me now.
it's above me.
So then I was saying to myself, well, Crystal is a Virgo, so I'm upside with her. But Joe is a Virgo too. So I was just like, look at
Mm-hmm.
these fucking bitches. That's why I say that if I ever get a divorce, I'm gonna have to get me a Virgo because I feel like we're the only ones that will understand each other. But I feel like two Virgos together
Y'all
would
fights
kill
would
each
be,
other.
whew, Lord
Like, who
Jesus.
has time? Because nobody's gonna want to like admit they're wrong. Like, who has time?
Mm-mm. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's all I have for tea time. What you got, girl?
Nothing. They finally getting R. Kelly the fuck up out of here. The
Bye.
nigga is locked the fuck up. The feds got him. So they said motherfuckers like that's in his camp is they said like magically more tapes than popped up in this in
Mm-hmm.
custody. I feel like what happened is the fucking cops, like they should have, was pressing the niggas around him that was covering for him and helping this whole operation move. Be like, look, if you don't give us the fucking information to take this nigga down, you're going down with him because guess what? You could be an accessory to this shit. Because guess what? I'm sure you seen these motherfuckers coming in here. You probably was giving the niggas blank tapes to record on.
Mm-hmm.
So, nigga, you give us the fucking information or you getting time too. So everybody's singing like Beyonce in this
For
motherfucker
sure.
and good. Peace.
Yep. I agree.
What else? No real tea. I've been cracking up laughing all day at these old face app filter
Hey yo, whoever made
pictures.
that app we about to fight because that shit I
So
got me looking. Y'all should look cute. My shit,
my shit wasn't cute. I looked
ma'am,
like my daddy with a wig on. Like I looked
ma'am.
the fuck terrible. Like my skin looked bad. Got my bags. I already got bags under my eyes. The joint gave me 4 extra bags. I was like, God
My
damn.
shit made me look depressed. I literally took a picture where I was smiling and somehow my smile went away. I was
It
like,
sounds
oh,
like
they
gonna
got
be.
me fucked up.
Some people shit look so cute. Like I was scrolling. I was like, oh y'all cute old people. My shit looked like a tired ass auntie that just finished cooking Thanksgiving dinner. And I was like, I look kind of lit, and my lighting was real good in this picture.
My shit looked
Nah.
like my nigga just left me for Charlene. That's what my shit looked like. I was like,
You
I'm not
go
posting
look,
this.
bitch. Text me your joint because I
No,
got. All
no,
right, well, show me on your phone this weekend because bitch, look, shit, I need to see it.
nope.
I can't see it with my eyes.
You got a picture of me, put it in your fucking app. I'm not
Okay,
doing it.
we'll do.
You petty
Thanks for
bitch.
the tip. I forgot you could upload pictures. That's funny. But Riri, which I love, was
Oh, they said
trolling.
Rihanna's a pick me, but go ahead.
Oh shit, everybody is. But she was definitely trolling when she posted a clip of Carly.
Perfect meme execution.
Dog, I was
Perfect.
fucking weak. So it was the clip from when Carly Red from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She got this whole lie detector test because somebody was fucking lying, and like the whole scene. If you don't watch Love and Hip Hop, then you probably don't get it.
It
But
was
like it
so
was like
dramatic and so
it was so
extra.
dramatic. She was holding a piece of paper. She was like, "I have it right here." She
She
was lying.
lied.
She was lying all along, and niggas trying to fight and shit. And Ruby's caption was me an album coming in 2019, and it was like in July the Navy. Like it was funny as fuck.
2019 is not over, guys.
So she was basically like only half the fucking year is gone, and y'all niggas like I'm fucking lying about brush up and out. I was fucking weak, bro. I was like, yo, Rihanna is like the best fucking social media person, even though she doesn't post like that unless it's like Fenty or the little savage sexy shit.
That I
But
can't
bruh,
fit.
dog, look, I would be looking the fuck dumb in that shit. But thanks, sis. But yeah, that's all I had. I don't have no more TV here, T.
Okay. Good bad release. You or me?
Mine is really short, so I guess I'll go first and get out the way.
Okay.
So my good and bad are kind of in the same boat. So I talked about last week how I'm fat and I'm tired of it. So this week I actually started doing something about it. I started doing the keto diet this week.
Oh, okay.
And the bad is that I'm over it already.
Oh.
I mean, the good thing is, like, it's a lot of stuff that I can eat that I wasn't able to eat on other, like, diets and stuff that I've done in the past. So that is very lit. But it's restrictive on other things. So sometimes, like, I might forget and I'm just like, oh, I can't have no wine. So I am not going to be in my little ketogenic state this weekend because I will
Oh,
be
okay.
drinking.
It just hit me. I was about to say, so bitch, what you plan on doing when you come in
That's
here?
what I'm saying. Like, I am going to
we're
just
drinking.
have to pick it back up on Monday. Because this weekend I will be having all of the carbs.
Okay.
All of the carbs. Because, yeah, but this week I'm just trying to, I'm seeing how it goes. I've been doing hella bomb and meeting and exceeding all my water goals.
And
So
water is so good.
dog, and between the health benefits and it will clear up the skin. Like, I don't know if it's stress or what the fuck it is, but like I'm too old to be breaking out. Like, I really am. So like I need to get on this good water game and stay consistent with it.
Once you stay consistent, I promise you're going to want water. Because I didn't drink a whole bunch of water at one point, and now I don't drink nothing but water and liquor. So,
dog, the times that I remember when water was life was pregnancy and breastfeeding. When I say what end of pregnancy and breastfeeding, because the beginning of pregnancy I was like, water, like what? But the end of pregnancy, for some reason I was super thirsty, and while I was breastfeeding, like I was just like eating and drinking I was eating every fucking thing and drinking the most water because I was just a cow, so I needed
bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. I do not.
Yeah,
you never saw the clip?
No.
Oh, I'm gonna find it.
I don't know. I'm more out of the loop.
That was from like last year too.
No, see, you're going to show me. I'm not hip. But yeah, that's my good and my bad. And I don't really have anything to release. So yeah, I'm gonna just scoot it on over to you.
So the bad and the release. The bad is my family is motherfucking crazy. And I won't get into it because we don't have that much time.
How about that?
But what I would say is that I just can simply not. I gotta release that shit. Like, it is so crazy because, like, my dad's side is crazy and dysfunctional as fuck. But when we get together, we have such a fucking good time. If we have if we have an issue, we'll talk it out. And this extends beyond just my dad. I'm talking about like my cousins, my aunts, my uncles. Like, we all have a fucking good time. We're able to get through shit, even if it's just for the benefit of like a family get together, and then we go back to being mad or something like that. My mama's side, which is considerably smaller, they are still holding on to grudges from the 80s and the 90s. And it is, I'm going to go see my life coach this weekend. I'm going to see my therapist again next week. And like, I have really good shit for them because I just feel like that I just don't want that shit on me. Like, whatever that shit is where you can't let shit go, I want to fucking release that. I also want to release, like, I'm grown. I would consider myself a grown-ass woman.
Right.
But because I was raised with a little bit of like sense and a little bit of, like home training, your elders, you have to treat with a certain amount of respect.
Right.
So I would like to release elders thinking that they can come at you any kind of fucking way. Because you just can't with me. You would have to be a very like important person in my life, a very, like, you had a lot to do with the shaping of who I am as a woman today, in a positive way, kind of thing. You can't be someone that literally fell off the face of the earth for 8 fucking years and then think that you're going to cuss me out.
And then be like, I'm your elder, respect me. Like,
Because I say one cuss word. I can't be like, it's just, we gotta have boundaries, or we just don't even need to fucking talk. And I'm so fucking good with that, because while my father's side has taught me about like family and how it's so important to keep in touch, and because you never know when somebody's gonna go, and you know, just family is important. And my mother's side has taught me like how to cut a bitch the fuck off.
it ain't nothing.
Like, it ain't nothing. And so, unfortunately, snip snip.
Ooh.
I can't do that side of my family. It's I just can't do it. And if that is dishonoring our ancestors that have gone on to greener and greater pastures, then I guess we'll deal with it in the afterlife. But what I'm not going to do today is deal with the fuckery and the bullshit. So I'm letting that go.
I know that's right.
As far as my good, when I was going to get fertility, not treatments, but like getting all the tests and stuff done, I went to go see a endocrinologist who suggested I go to this gym called Orange Theory Fitness. And so I started researching it, and for a long time, I think he told me about that shit like 6 months ago, and I was looking at them YouTube videos like, child, my fat ass can't do that. Like, what you talking about? And so for months and months and months, I've been saying I want to lose weight. I've been saying I want to do this, I want to do that. But on Monday, I went to my very first class, and it is hard pause as shit. Oh my goodness. I felt like I was going to die during the fucking workout. But afterwards, when it was done, like, I felt good. And I've been saying forever, like, yo, when people say they work out and they feel good afterwards, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Like, I need to find something like that, because when I work out, I be feeling like this is some bullshit, or
take a shower and take a nap.
Right, or who got time for this? Like, every time I used to work out in the past, I used to just be like, fuck this shit. Right. But with this, I'm like, okay, I like it's intense, but for me, because I'm already like unmotivated, if I already don't want to go to the gym as it is. So me just going to the gym is already like, oh, I just spent all my energy getting here. So when I would go on my own, I would bullshit. I wouldn't go all out like
you
I'm
ain't
supposed
gonna press
to.
yourself.
Right. Here, you are motivated in a way to get there. Like, I don't even know how. I'm gonna be quick. So the way the class is set up, they have treadmills, rowing machines, and like a weight area. So when you get to the gym, they give you a card. You start off on either the rowing machines or the treadmill. So boom, bam, you do that to warm up. Then after the warm up, they pick it up. So you either go and you're doing like a more intense workout on the rowing machine or the treadmill, or you go over to the weight section and you're doing like strength training over there, whatever. So they have these monitors up throughout the gym, and you wear this heart rate monitor, and basically it's called Orange Theory because there are 4 or 5 zones, and basically they say if you're in the orange zone or higher, you're in this state where, you know, even after your workout, you'll still be burning calories. So, so the idea is you have to be in the orange zone or higher for at least 12 minutes, so that the next day you're still burning. It's an hour-long class. So I like it because it's a group setting, which I've always enjoyed group exercises, but the only person you're competing with is yourself, because you're looking at your fucking stats up on that monitor.
So everybody can see it?
Yeah, but
So people know if you bullshitting or not. They're like, oh, look, her shit ain't even in the orange.
But the fucking workouts are so fucking intense that you're not looking at nobody else's fucking stats. Like maybe at the fucking end of class, but I feel for me personally at the end of class, I'm so fucking happy that I got through it without like dying. That I've never like I don't look at that shit. I'm looking at my fucking board, and I think because I'm so out of shape, it's not hard for me to be in the orange. No, for real. And I'm being serious because the more fit people, like their numbers are lower because it takes a lot more energy for them to get there.
To get to
Whereas once you bump that goddamn treadmill up to like 4, I'm like, oh shit, bitch. Meanwhile, these motherfuckers is on like 12, and I'm like, oh Jesus. So the only person you're competing with is yourself because you're looking at your honestly for most of the workout it's so intense you're just fucking working out,
right?
But when you glance at the monitor and you're like, okay, I'm in the orange zone, or oh, I'm not in the orange zone, so I'm in the green zone, so let me push a little harder. But then you also have a coach that's walking around and he or she is making sure that you have proper form, and they're saying, okay, I think you can actually give me a little bit more, bump that up one more, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And that's what I need because I'm unmotivated as fuck. Right. So I have my own fucking self to sit there and say, okay, bitch, you need 12, so you need to bump it up. But then I also have somebody that's coming around and being like, girl, you tried it. Now that hasn't happened because, like I said, my ass is so out of shape. I got 34 points one day and then like 37 another day. So I have far exceeded the 12 little points. But afterwards, although I am always like, whoo, these white bitches got me fucked up. I feel good. Like I have like all the shit that I used to always be like, I don't understand how people have energy after workouts because I'm always like, I have energy. I feel good, and I can't wait to. It's fucking expensive, but I can't wait to go back.
Oh, that's lit.
So that is my good.
That is a really good thing to say that you can't wait till you go back.
I have signed up for 2 more classes this week.
I don't think I've said that about anything except like Zumba.
And I liked Zumba. And Zumba was something I used to go to a lot. But I feel like there were a ton of Zumba classes when Zumba was like super duper popping. Right. But then like CrossFit came, and so it was like CrossFit was the thing.
We had this little lit Zumba joint we used to go to all the time. And then the dude was just like, all right, we're not.
The one in my old apartment?
Yeah.
That nigga was crazy.
Dog, them workouts used to be lit and was good music.
So down here, that's what I had looked for first. And it's like, they'll have, like, at the YMCA, they have a Zumba class, but it's like once a week at 4 p.m. You go to a Zumba now,
it's going to be 60 and up. It ain't going to be lit like it used to be.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, I have to find something where it's like a group setting, but not like, all right, lift weights all day. Because right. That's not what I want to do.
Right. You can be like, bitch, I'm gone.
Yeah.
You lost me.
I just think that for me, because everybody's journey is different. For me, I think this is like the thing. Like I finally found the thing that's for me. And so
that's a bomb.
I can't wait. And a bitch still be getting a little vegan meal prep from the little joint I shouted out a few episodes ago. So I figure with my little vegan-ish diet and bitch. Orange Theory.
Hot wife summer. Hey,
and I'm telling you hoes know I'm letting you hoes know. I am going to act a fool on Instagram if I lose this gut.
We've been saying that, boy. We get these damn weights and these guts down.
I fucking mean it. Because you ugly bitch. Okay. Because that's going to make me a pick. Yep. Let's rock this shit on up.
I was like, wait.
I'm not a pick me.
We checking my boxes. Stop it.
I don't call y'all females.
I mean, I do.
But I'm trying to get you out of that.
I don't know why males are males and females are females. That's the gender.
No, we're men and women.
Oh. Womp, womp, womp.
All right, guys. So
thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for coming to my channel. That's what they say on YouTube.
Make sure you click subscribe.
Like and comment below.
You remember my daughter used to say that shit.
Hey guys.
Welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Make sure y'all gonna do it ratchet this time. Make sure y'all tell y'all friends to go follow and subscribe.
Tell y'all
and
bitches.
like
no.
Tell them bitches to tell a bitch to tell a bitch to tell a bitch. As always. But no, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. And you know where we at. The link.
Oh, true. Actually, in case you don't know, Dice is fucking up her. All right, guys, you may not know where we're at. So we're at the Chatty Patties on Twitter and Instagram. On Instagram, we have a link tree that links you to all of the streaming sites, our website, Facebook page, all that good stuff.
You knew. So so y'all go ahead and follow us, and y'all check us out next week, and we will talk to y'all.
I cannot.
What?
Bye.
Do, Shay?
Bye.
Bye.